when we're talking about the passing of the torch from Tom Brady to Andrew Luck, that's not the only thing that we're talking about. We're also talking about the best tight end in the National Football League. Eric Ebron is the best tight end in the National Football League, and Rob Gronkowski's best days are behind him. Well, Eric Ebron is going to be a member of the Colts for years. And for the first time in the national media, they have brought up the question of, is he a shell of himself? And they talked about this on ESPN First Take, and it makes complete sense because the guy has sustained multiple injuries throughout the years. 3 touchdowns and 45 receptions. It seems like his body's going to start to break down. Rob Gronkowski is going to turn 30 next May. And it is Eric Ebron that is a young 25 years old and is starting to play his best football. And all that, he's on a real franchise and he has a real quarterback, unlike that mediocre bum Matthew Stafford. Dallas Clark, he sets the record with 12 receiving touchdowns. He breaks the Colts record for a tight end. He did this in the 13th game. 13 is a big number associated with luck. I explained in depth about that. Also, his number 85, interesting enough, adds up to 13. At the end of the day, since a 1-5 start, I see the Indianapolis Colts finishing off the season with a 13-1 run, with the only loss occurring in Week 13. It was just an unlucky week, they say, because he scored 0 points in Week 13 with Luck as the quarterback, right? That was a scripted game, people. Luck the Snake, number 6. 6 total points. Jaguars 6, Colts nothing. Jaguars' last win of the season occurring against the Colts. You could say that was an unlucky week. So, Dallas Clark used to have the record with 11 touchdowns. Eric Ebron has 12, so the top 2 seasons, up to the point that Eric Ebron breaks the record. 11 and 12, this adds up to 23. Now keep in mind that the Super Bowl is going to be played on a date of 2-3. 2 divided by 3 is 0.66. This is Indianapolis' 66th season in existence, their 35th season in Indianapolis. Funny enough, it is Eric that equals 35 in gematria. It is Eric Ebron that equals 53. This is the year of Super Bowl 53. As previously stated, this is a year of passing of the torch. The upset in the playoffs, the questions of the arm strength, and the rigged comebacks that we're seeing in the National Football League. I correctly predicted the Eagles to win last week. I predicted multiple upsets, including the 49ers to win against the Seattle Seahawks, to set up the scripted run to put Nick Foles and the Eagles in the playoffs. Anybody? But very clearly, Eric Ebron, when he signed with the Indianapolis Colts, funny enough, he signed with the Colts with $15 million in incentives. That's really funny because he started 1-5. And once again, the Super Bowl is going to be played at Atlanta, so that is no coincidence. And when we want to talk about 2-3, February the 3rd, and 23 career touchdowns for Eric Ebron after he sets the record, interesting enough, there's Atlanta, Georgia, that equals 23. This is only their first season together. They did not even need any time to get the feel of each other. But clearly after this week, the Colts are going to be in the contention for the Super Bowl. 59 catches for Eric Ebron this year. He's had a few drops already. He had a ton of drops that he felt that he should have had back. But it is Atlanta, Georgia that equals under 31. It is 13-1 that the Colts will finish off the season after starting 1-5. So we have Rob Gronkowski, double-digit touchdowns a season. Clearly, he's not the same player again. Whereas Eric Ebron, is only going to start something very special. And we talk about the championship number. His first game with the Colts was his 57th career game. Funny enough, it is championship, it is Super Bowl, and it is the number itself, 57, that equals the championship number in gematria. Eric Ebron, his birthday is April the 10th of 1993. Why he's with Andrew Luck in the first place, it's Andrew Luck that equals 112, and it is 1993 birth year, adds up to 112. And his birthday for 2019, the year of Super Bowl 53, I think adds up to, indeed, it adds up to 53. And 33, if you want to mention the fact that Andrew Luck is going to be the 33rd quarterback to win a Super Bowl. You know, a Super Bowl, it can be one, it can be multiple Super Bowls. Also, there are 33 prior days to February the 3rd. That is something to keep in mind as well. And his birthday numerology, the single digits, 4101993, add up to 27. Luck won, right? Luck won the Super Bowl in the 99th season of the National Football League, and 27 right here. Let's see, I think the Colts would be the 27th team in the AFC to win the Super Bowl. Actually, they would be the 26th team to win a Super Bowl, I believe. Or actually, I remember now, the NFC is going to remain at 27 Super Bowl titles. That's what the 27 is referencing for this NFL season. But here in a snapshot, the torch has been passed to Eric Ebron as the best pass-catching tight end in the National Football League.